Okay, Joe, now we're going to have one, I'd like each one of the panelists to say in one line or one sentence, a quick comment of what you think is the most compelling idea you have about LKY. It doesn't have to be positive. Yes, Joe, just quick comment.
I think Lee Kuan Yew would not have been happy with the title of today's discussion. You said one line, so I give you one line.
He would. So, is it because he doesn't like to be understood? Certainly, he would like to be misunderstood.
You see, he wants to be trusted. He wants to feel that he's got people believing in him.
In faith. In faith. Have faith in him, not necessarily having to understand him. Have faith that I'm doing the right thing. I don't need to explain. And to a large extent, and I think you're absolutely right, the first few decades, it was blind faith. People just, even my parents, if Lee Kuan Yew says so, it must be so, right? It was that sort of a mantra. It was that kind of faith. It's so hard to earn because he delivered, right? But the cachet of that expires after some time. And I think that's the challenge. Chandra.
I think LKY was a great leader. I think we are very lucky to have a leader like that. It will take a long time before another one appears on the scene. But it was during that time, you can't but progress. And today, it is more difficult for Hsien Loong. It was not so easy for Goh Chok Tong. So it's a time and place, actually. And I think he had a team of dedicated people. It was not the money, nothing. It was a dedication to serve society. And I think he could have done it with a bit more compassion, a bit more kindness, a bit more fair play. And I think then he would have been a statesman. A lot of people say he's a statesman and all, but I think we have to go into the real nitty-gritty of statesmanship. I think there is some room for improvement.
Right, thanks. Yatiman.
In Malay, there's a saying, when you hold the burning ember, hold it until it becomes charcoal. Genggam bara api, biar sampai jadi arang. You want to do something, you do it until you achieve it. That is a lesson we learn, and from a very great man that Singapore is fortunate to have. We have to wait for another century to have that kind of man.
Thank you.
Well, for the last 1 week, I think people tend to know him better. People turn out in crowd, know the softer side of him. So I think from his love to his wife, to his family, and to the country, I think you cannot fault him. And even the Chinese say the day he was, when the funeral started, it rained. And they say that normally LKY function it doesn't rain. His leaders told me, that's leader. So even the sky rains. So what we say is 风光大壮. It is a grand funeral. So I think he's a great man for the country.